Hi guys, welcome back to my favorite channel. Okay, right now I want to say about produce substantial wealth. Many successful investors would agree that real estate is the surest method for building wealth. They would also agree that buying well selected real estate is the first step, but with real estate, it is the strategies available to divert taxation on profits on the disposition of property that can compound your returns and produce substantial wealth. When you decide to dispose of a real estate investment, you basically have three options from a tax perspective. Sell the property for cash and pay tax on the profit. 2. Sell the property in exchange for a loan from the buyer to create a future income stream. 3. Exchange the property for other like-kind property. There are certainly times when market conditions or personal circumstance dictate that selling the property and cashing out make the most sense, even with the tax bite. However, only options 2 and 3 can different taxable gain and compound your return over time. So, if possible, you will want to choose option 2 or 3. This chapter covers the second option, which is known as an installment sale, sometimes also referred to as seller financing or seller carryback. We covered the third option, exchanging like-kind property, in chapter 7. Installment sale essential. The concept of an installment sale is pretty simple. The seller sells the property to the buyer and in lieu of a lump sum paid at closing, finance the buyer's purchase by agreeing to accept a series of scheduled payments in the future. For tax purposes, the IRS broadly defines an installment sale as a disposition of property where at least one payment is to be received after the close of the taxable year in which the disposition occurs. There are a few exceptions to these board definitions, most notably when a dealer is involved, which we discuss later in this chapter. With an installment sale, gain must be reported under the installment method, pursuant to IRS sections 453, unless the taxpayer elects otherwise. Why installment sales make sense? Why take on the risk of financing a buyer? An important reason is because installment sales can divert taxable profit and create a stream of income instead of paying tax on all of the profit in the year of the sale. The IRS allow you to report and pay taxes on only the pro-rate portion of your profit as you receive the cash. In addition to tax deferral, the ability to create a stream of income can be very helpful, especially with vacant land or property that does not generate rental income. All income is not equal. Interest and rental income are taxed at ordinary income tax rates, which is almost always higher than the 15% long-term capital gain rate. However, income from installment sales is taxed at the lower long-term capital gain rate to the extent it represents profit. A higher sale price and a lower interest rate can mean more profit tax at the low long-term capital gain rate. A seller can also realize a higher rate of return to an installment sale note than if he had sold the property, paid the tax, and reinvested the proceeds. The higher rate of returns comes from being able to earn interest on the taxable portion of the profit. This leverage can substantially change the seller return compared with a similar after-tax investment return. Okay guys, until here first for today. See you in next video. Bye bye bye.